Hello, good morning to you. It's now time for business. Now, Filipino firm Meralco is expected to open talks with government over its planned takeover of the ECG. This was after it was selected by the Millennium Development Authority, MIDA, as the preferred winner of the bidding contest. Meralco is expected to invest more than $500 million to acquire 51% stake in the ECG. Meralco is expected to fully take over ECG from January next year if it is able to meet all the requirements put forward by government. Chief Executive of MIDA, Martin Ison Benjamin, tells Joy Business government would have to decide whether it wants to work with Meralco.
The government is giving out an asset, and therefore they put their best foot forward by bringing the right people together to negotiate the right terms with preferred bidder, after which the document would then have to go before cabinet, for cabinet to look at the agreement that they've reached. And having done that, pass this on to Parliament. For Parliament is also to discuss the document and the agreement before it's finalized.
So you talked about preferred company. Could it be that at the end of the process, this company might not be the final settled on?
You're giving me a conditional to address. I don't sit in these type of processes. If at the end of the day, the government doesn't find the company worthy enough to do whatever it's supposed to do, that decision will be taken. But for now, this is the company that we are putting forward.
Away from that, we will not extend the December deadline for meeting the new capital levels for banks. That's a strong warning from the Bank of Ghana to commercial banks in the country. This is coming at a time that some local banks are lobbying President Akufo-Addo for the new minimum capital requirement to be staggered over the next 4 years. Head of Bank Supervision at the Bank of Ghana, Osei Jesse, tells Joy Business they would not be turning back on this directive.
Of one regulatory framework, right, or supervisory framework, and legal framework which we use in supervising the bank. Are you getting it? Because the banks operate in the same environment. And from where I sit, and as far as I'm concerned, the Bank of Ghana has not changed its decision. Come 31st December 2018, it is expected that all banks, universal banks that operate in this country should have a minimum, and the emphasis, minimum paid up capital of 400 million Ghana cedis, and that is what we are working towards.
Some are saying the Bank of Ghana is a little bit, quote, inhumane. There are other markets where special dispensations are given to indigenous financial institutions in these things. It looks like the Bank of Ghana is turning a blind eye on that as the other side of the human face to these regulatory actions.
The last time we increased the minimum paid up capital, I think from 60 million to 120 million, banks were encouraged to move from 60 million to 120 million. And that is where we are now. You understand what I'm saying? The last time we said we're increasing the minimum paid up capital, so we are encouraging the banks to move from the then 60 million or so to 120 million. And George, you see where we are now. Are you getting it? And that has really contributed to the kind of balance sheet that some of the banks.
And that's business for the morning. There'll be more business at midday. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. We are